Good morning, and it's my second day here in Bali, still at the Puri Karang Besakih. This is a very well designed but somewhat run down place. Looks like a very old, deserted resort now, run by a family. Anyway, the pool here looks pretty inviting, but it's not good weather for swimming. Back then in May, when I booked this ticket, Jakarta still required PCR tests, so only Bali, Batam, Bintan were fully open in that sense. That's why I booked a ticket to Bali, and I don't have too much of a choice for 3,000-meter peaks. So here I am at the foot of, on the slope of Mount Gunung Agung. There are two main approaches to Agung. Of course, there are a lot of other routes up this mountain, but mainly there are two. One is from Pura Pasar Agung, which is on the southern slope of this mountain, and the other one is from Besakih, that's on the western slope. Now, from the first location, from Pura Pasar Agung, you can only reach the crater rim at this point called Puncak Selat, which is only about 2,800 meters. Now, to get to the true summit, over 3,000 meters, you have to get onto the western slope. Of course, you can also get to the true summit from Pura Pasar Agung, but then you have to do a detour. I'm doing a more direct approach here from Besakih, and the route is a lot tougher. Not really because of the altitude or the distance, but because of the incline. It's a relentless uphill climb, and the last part is almost vertical. So I see an awesome challenge ahead of me. Let's hope I'll have fun. All right, breakfast with an omelette and some coffee. I didn't know they wanted me to go keto. Now, there are basically two ways to tackle these 3,000-meter peaks. One is the quick alpine style assault. You would set off at about midnight and hoping to reach the summit in time for sunrise. And after you've taken all your pictures around sunrise, you pull all the way back to base camp. The obvious advantage of this method is that you save time. Well, you sort of save time, but then you lose a night's sleep. And it's also very intense, and you're climbing in the dark, which can be a bit risky. The other method is the camping method, which I prefer. Not just because it's easier, but also a lot more comfortable and sometimes even a lot more rewarding. Now, you would set off at about noon. Of course, for me, I would definitely bring a guide and a porter to have their tents, everything all up. And we reach a campsite just below the summit, maybe about 2 to 3 hours from the summit. And then we'll camp there. Then we can take our time to cook dinner, enjoy a very nice dinner, then have some rest, if not sleep. And then the next morning, before the sun is up, maybe about 3 or 4 a.m., we set off on the summit assault. After reaching the summit, taking pictures or videos and all that, we pull back to the camp, and then we enjoy a nice leisurely breakfast before we pull all the way back to base camp. It's a lot more comfortable. It sounds a lot more comfortable, and it is a lot more comfortable. So I prefer this method. And also, you have two opportunities to take your pictures. Once on your way up and once on your way down. In the first method, you're climbing in the dark, so you won't be able to take any pictures on your way up. So, of course, the first method is always preferred by those on a tight budget, students, and even some Western backpackers. I've done a lot of it in my younger days, but nowadays I definitely prefer the second method, the camping method. So I always bring a guide. Some feel that it's not necessary because the trails are well marked, but the whole point of bringing a guide is to like an insurance policy. Regardless of what travel insurance you have, nobody can respond immediately to you if you are in trouble on the mountain. So with a guide, at least you got somebody who can get help. So yeah, I always bring a guide, and I always recommend that. It's not impossible to get lost. I have encountered a couple of hikers, climbers who got lost on these mountains. So that's why I always bring a guide. Now, meeting him at about 11, just after an early lunch this morning, and we'll be setting off after that. Pray for good weather. All right, I think that's my guide. Hello, are you moody?
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Sorry, being a little bit hectic for the truck.
Oh, we have to wait now for the porter? The porter?
No. We go there directly.
Oh, we get the porter there on the
Yes.
side. Okay. Okay, my guide is here. I'll be signing off. See you again tomorrow afternoon. The time now is 11:40, and this is Pura Penghubungan. Our trailhead, our starting point begins here. And over there, my guide Moody and the porter are preparing the stuff. We'll be setting off soon. Alright, the time now is 12:15. We are done with our prayers and our paperwork, and now we are starting on our trek. This is the forested area. I can see some of the trees here have been denuded by falling hot ash from Gunung Agung in a recent eruption, 2017 to 2019. This is about 40 minutes into our trek. The first post is just ahead. Alright, the time now is 1:15 and we have arrived at the first post. Just entered the cloud forest here. Beautifully misty. Let's take a short break here.
some of the slopes are really slippy, like this. It's a struggle to get up all these slippy slopes. Take a look at this. Awesome. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Okay, here, here, and there. All right, we are entering the realm of Christmas trees. Looks good. Our campsite is nearby. I hope about 20 minutes more. Let's go. Alright, the time now is 4:30. We have arrived at the post antenna. That's where our campsite is, and that orange colored tent is ours. We've got 2 other climbers reaching here. Okay, so we'll rest here for the night, and I don't know, maybe do a dawn assault next morning. Okay, pretty much exhausted. Okay, let's change out of these wet clothes and wait for dinner. Istirahat dulu. Mau saya sit? Yeah. We're actually above the clouds now, and got a nice chair there, portable chair for me. I didn't expect this level of luxury actually. Nice sea of clouds there. Sunset may bring some interesting colors. We shall wait for it. And these are our tents. The guys are still fixing them. The orange one is actually the smaller one. The yellow one is the bigger one, and my guide has decided to let me take the bigger one. Again, I didn't expect this level of luxury. time now is 4:45 and we are off to the summit. And this is the shrine close to the summit. Time now is 10 minutes to 6. Most of the guides would give their offerings here, seeking permission to set foot on the summit. Somebody has been camping here. Okay, we are not too far from the summit now. Alright, it's 6:20 and the sky has brightened up, so you can see this punishing rocky path to the summit. Alright, not very much more to go. After that pile of rocks, probably another pile of rocks, and we'll be there.